It's starting to sound cute in its own way. Oh my god!
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, Aromas. This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Red Embrace Hollywood. We're here with Randal, having her date. That's not a date. I'm calling it a date. Yeah, you're probably right. That wasn't a Freudian slip, was it? What? A Freudian slip? The fuck is that? I'm just pick that option anyway. Nah, I always say exactly what I mean to say. Well, I don't know what Freudian slip was. Yeah, you're probably right. I sure am. Not the first time I've seen all this play out. Well, his people always says that Randal is right all the time, so I might as well go along with it, right? Randal glanced down to his glass, rattling the ice cubes around in a circle. A small, thoughtful crease appeared on his forehead, as if he were considering something carefully. Alright, let's talk about you, kid. Okay, first of all, I'm not a kid. With a patient sigh, he returned his gaze up to mine, tilting his head a little to the side. I know it might seem like a nice gig, getting a fancy hotel room in exchange for doing Queen Bitch's errands, but the truth is, you're not gonna learn jack shit about yourself like that. I was mulling things over after you left the other night, and, well, I think you should spend some more time with me and the clan, you know? I'd love to spend more time with you, Randal. I don't really do mentoring in the traditional sense, but if you hang around us long enough, I know you'll learn a lot of things. But I thought you said I couldn't join them a bar? Are your clanmates alright with that? No, like, are your clanmates alright with that? They are, sure. I explained to them that you were a cool girl. I think they're coming around to it. They're not bad types or anything. They just take a while to warm up to folks in situations like yours. For a few seconds, his eyes darted down to his glass, lingering there briefly before turning upward. I mean, my girl's storyline right now is crazy. She's a Golgotha living in an Ascari hotel, and my mentor is a Mavar. Like, that's a wild story. I'm not saying you'll want to be a part of our family, clan, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I know it's not for everyone, but you can pick up a lot of wisdom from being around people who are different from you, listening to what they have to say, even if you don't always like it or agree with it. And hey, when we're not getting into trouble, we have some pretty killer parties. Let me tell you, a killer party when you're already fucking dead, goddamn legendary. And you don't even have to worry about alcohol poisoning. Count me in. I'm not so much into parties, but I like to spend time with you guys. I don't know, groups usually aren't my thing. I'm not really a party person, but I'd love to spend time with them. There you go. Not everyone sticks around for the parties either. We have some folks who come and go, but they stick with us when shit goes down. I hope you end up being one of them. Randal beamed at me, his eyes shining affectionately. Aw. Do you like us already? But after a few moments, the smile on his face grew more wistful. I traced a finger along the grooves in our table, throwing a brief glance out the window before meeting my gaze again. It's kind of weird whenever he's not talking all the time. I'm so used to him like just taking care of the conversation, taking control of it. But then when he's like this, it's like, oh, something wrong. Don't you think this is all funny as hell, Chico? Kind of pathetic too. That's usually how life is. What do you mean? That's usually how life is, yes? You just laugh at your own life because it's pathetic. What the? I mean, I guess that's one way. Okay, what do you mean? I'm talking about us. Sitting here, talking over drinks, trying to hold on to our humanity by copying what we did in life. But a vampire drinking out of a glass is like a lion eating a hamburger. I see what you mean. It is pretty silly, to be honest. Confused. You don't think we should still pretend we're human? This one? I mean, it just seems like going against what's natural. You know, a beast pretending it's civilized, a wild creature should be hunting its own food, accepting what it is, not acting all human. I'm not saying we should go over people in the streets, but it's pointless to act like something we're not, following rules that keep us from being what we are. You know what I mean? You're starting to sound like a Golgotha. He glanced sharply at me, not bothering to hide the curiosity in his eyes. I think we're too human to act like beasts. We still need law and order. Oh, this is a trap. I'm not sure yet. I see wisdom in both points of view, honestly. This is a trap. Huh, interesting. It's a trap. Both fucking choices were horrible. So I think this one was a little bit less horrible. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, for now anyway. But sooner or later, you're gonna have to make up your mind once you manage to get away from Charisse. Well, okay, let me go back. Let me go back and see what the two choices. Yeah, this one is like, I think we're too human, and we still need law and order. But the Mavar don't want law and order. So I feel like both choices are garbage for his point of view. Wait, I don't know why I chose that again. He paused and, lifting up his glasses, drained the rest of its contents. When it was empty, Randal clanked it down on the table and leaned forward, lowering his voice a little. Hey, listen, kid. Just between you and me, I gotta say, I appreciate how honest you are. It's a real breath of fresh air in between all the fucking politics. Chuckling faintly, he glanced down to his empty glass and back up to my face. Hell, I couldn't care less what house you came from. Because, you know, you're... Well, you're... what? Nice. Cute. Ichigo! Wait, who the fuck's calling for me? You came by. You should have said something sooner. No! Oh, great. As soon as a delighted voice rang out on the bar, Randal rolled his eyes so hard that I only saw their whites for a second. Holy shit, what the fuck? The source of his annoyance strolled up soon after, smiling warmly down at me. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in, otherwise I would have made sure you got special treatment. Ah, you brought a friend. More like he brought me. As if he'd only just noticed Randal, he tilted his head towards the other man curiously. There's something I didn't expect. Randal and the mysterious newcomer to show up together. Yeah, and I came here to talk to him, not you. Oh my god, that's rude. You two know each other, huh? A little. We talk now and then, back before the war caused this awful divide. Yeah, sure, we were just fast fucking friends. Randal's dismissive response made Heath glance at him, a wistful sigh leaking from his lips. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt. Let the two of you get back to your talk, but Michiko, anytime you'd like to come by, I'm always here to listen. Maybe I should take you up on that offer. No, we're not flirting. Thanks, Heath, I'll see you around. He brightened up a little at my friendly reply, his eyes shining at me. We're not flirting with him. Stay safe, Michiko. I hope I'll see you again. Soon, right? Did he say soon? Yeah, he did. Bye, Heath. I'm so sorry we didn't end up, like, fucking having a relationship with you. After glancing briefly between Randal and me, he turned and disappeared around the corner, probably heading to check on another customer. Okay, Randal, anyway, back to the conversation. Randal stared after him, narrowing his eyes. I can feel the love in the air. You didn't need to be so rude to him. Should we joke around? Let's joke around. Yeah, wedding's in December. I'll let you figure out who's gonna be wearing the dress. It's you, of course, Randal. What do you mean? He snorted, a crude smirk curling on his lips. Now, what was I saying before he stuck his powdered nose in? Ah, shit, whatever. No, not whatever. Let's get drunk and swap stories. Hey, another round over here. I'm expecting some crazy stories out of you, so don't disappoint me. Don't get too drunk, Randal. I'm pretty sure I can't carry you home. Just be warned, my stories are pretty boring. No, I kind of like the I can't carry you home. Not with that attitude. Wouldn't mind seeing you try, though. What the fuck? You want to see me try to lift your muscly ass home? That's not gonna happen. As the night wore on, I found myself nearly forgetting what I'd become and where I was, laughing at Randal's ridiculous adventures over a drink, relaxing in a bar, enjoying the quiet atmosphere. It almost felt like I was still alive, having a normal night out. I couldn't forget his comment about vampires pointlessly acting like humans, but I had to wonder if he really felt that way. Sure, he'd occasionally sneer at our charade and the twisted humor of it all. I heard his deep laugh and saw his relaxed grin, though it made me think maybe a part of him still wanted to be human. Maybe. Was he like a tattoo artist? I'm just now thinking about that because he has tats on him. And he draws. So, I mean, that's stupid if any artist with... that's like me saying an artist with tattoos is instantly a tattoo artist. Finally, when the sunrise started to loom closer, we emptied our glasses and headed back onto the street. Is it snowing? No, it's just leaves. I thought it was snowing. There was still a few late-night wanderers roaming around, but it was much quieter than before. I mean, come on. His tats are sick. There was a brief, slightly awkward pause as we stood on the sidewalk, our comfortable normal atmosphere fading into the night. Thanks for the drinks and stories. It was really fun. You're an interesting guy, Randal. I like to learn more about you. So about that compliment you were going to give me earlier. I really wanted that compliment, goddammit. You remember that? It wasn't gonna be anything special. Just that I like your style, your integrity, your attitude. You know, along with the rest of you. That's pretty cute. Thanks. He trolled off, gazing down at me with a slight tilt of his head as if considering something. You're staying at Hollywood Heights, right? How about I walk you there? Make sure you get in safe. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my god, you're so cute. You're so cute. The sweetest act of vandalism. Won't you be attacked if you get close? It's in its guard base, isn't it? He can handle his own. The sweetest act of vandalism. Just slowly breathing me down with that shit. Breaking me down with that shit I'm breathing. It's starting to sound cute in its own way. Oh my god! This is so cute! Wow. Who knew Randal was the one that's gonna steal my heart? Clasping his hands behind his head, Randal started walking towards the hotel, slowing his pace until I caught up to his side. I can't go into the actual place with you since Queen Bitch would not be happy seeing me around. Unless I was offering to work for her, that is. Ally is what she says. Slave is what she means. His lips pulled back into a distasteful grimace. She'll get what's coming to her. Tyrants always do. Why do you hate Cherise so much exactly? Why do you hate her so much? Kid, I really don't want to spend the whole night ranting about her. Cherise, she gets her power from the little doormats who are happy enough to be abused and told what to do as long as they don't have to think. His voice steadily fell from its normal loud, confident pitch to a low monotone. I couldn't tell if he was hiding his anger, singing his gloominess, or something else entirely. You're right, it's messed up. I guess I'll see for myself sooner or later. Or if you say so. No, you're right, it's messed up. So, ended our conversation, we continued our walk in silence. The sound of distant sirens, muffled traffic, and even our own footsteps become deafening. I wasn't used to Randal being so quiet. He seemed to be brooding over our conversation, but his irritation didn't make him move away. In fact, he stayed closer to my side, a protective half-step or so behind me. Aww. By the time we arrived at the hotel, however, his dark mood had started to subside. Would have been happy if I had never had to see this place again. With his eyes... What? She took you in? With his eyes roaming up the bombastic Hollywood Heights sign, Randal let out a grunt of distaste. Whatever. Hey, more importantly, thanks for coming out with me tonight, Michiko. Why don't you come over to the beach again this week? Hang out with me in the group. I'll give you my number, though, if you call from the hotel. Watch what you say. Phone's probably tapped. I'd love to. Is it buy your own beer? Or you should just kidnap me and save us both the hassle. We'll see. My member's schedule is becoming pretty busy. I have to go up there anyway to investigate. I'd love to. Is it buy your own beer? Huh? Bring your own. Not buy your own. I thought it'd buy your own. Bring your own. Oh, fuck off. Randal let out one of his deep husky laughs, the usual playfulness returning to his voice. Then, pulling out a pen from his pocket, he tore the corner off the napkin he stuffed in there earlier and scribbled out a phone number. There, give me a call whenever you need me, and hell, even if you don't. Oh, that's cute. Thanks, I'm sure I will sooner or later. Sure, Cherise isn't home, come over. If you don't pick up on the first ring, I'm filing for divorce. No, I like the second one. That sounds scarier than knowing where she is. Alright, go on, get inside, kid. I'll be seeing you around soon. Blow a kiss? What the fuck? Wave at him? Night Randal? Night Vandal? I'm not blowing him a kiss. We ain't that close yet. Night Vandal. He rolled his eyes but waved at me anyway, wearing a fine smirk. I headed for the hotel entrance and was about to step into the robbing doors when I threw one last glance over my shoulder. Randal had turned away, but someone was approaching him. A man in a sleek suit, Cherise's agent. Randal stood stock still, staring at the other man, sniffing like an animal about to fight for its territory. Should I listen? Should I be nosy? Let's be nosy. Curiosity slapped me across the face and I had to respond to it. I had to. I had to respond to it. Slipping behind the wall, I peered around the corner at the two men straining my ears. The hell? What? Merely remind you. Even with my sharpened sense of hearing, I couldn't make out every word. Tell Miss Locke some other limp dick. What? No need behavior. You are a what? The control sheet. What? An alliance? I'm assuming an alliance. Michiko herself appreciated it. What? There was an extended pause and for a time I couldn't hear anything at all. With a loud grunt of disgust, Randal turned on his heel, kicking the asphalt as he stalked away. The Sky Vampire watched him for a short time, but before long left to enter the hotel. I missed most of the conversation, but I heard my name mentioned. Was Charisse trying to use me as some kind of leverage? Whatever the case was, it gave me an uneasy feeling. At least my girl knows now. I waited a few minutes just to be safe and slipped inside the hotel. Luckily, the scar from before was nowhere to be seen. She using me, like, as like a card in everyone's way. Like, hey, Randal, like, you can't take her away. She already said she was gonna be in a Ascari or whatever the fuck. By the time I reached my room, I felt exhausted, like I'd run 4 marathons in an hour. This is where I'm gonna stop for today, because this is some crazy shit. Can't wait to see David, because I will make him my pet, even though Randal is not down for like the whole master and whatever shit. But I didn't get to experience it in Heath's route, and I kind of want to experience it in this route. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my relationship with Randal. I hope not, because that would suck. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
touch it, touch it, touch it.